children, how are you all? Hope you enjoyed your summer vacation and you all enjoyed your holidays a lot at home this time, right? With your family? Yes. Now, you are in class 4. You have successfully completed class 3 and you gained a lot of knowledge and now you have groomed yourself very well. Right? Okay. And I know that you have been waiting for your English class because there are very interesting stories. Obviously, you will be waiting for the interesting stories, right? Yes. So, I am going to tell you a very interesting story for you in class 4 English textbook today. And if you really enjoy the story a lot, children, and also there are many morals that you can adopt from this story. You can feel your relation, your father, when you are listening to the story. You can also you can compare your relation with your father, your love with your father with the girl in the story. So it is very interesting. And you know the title of the story, children? Yes, please look on the board. Focus here, children. A Daughter's Love. Once again, I will repeat. A Daughter's Love. Lesson 1 of your class 4 English textbook is A Daughter's Love. Okay, now before I start the lesson, let me ask you a few questions. You all love your fathers, right? Put your thumbs up, those who love your father. Yes, everyone. Very good. That's the spirit. Now, everyone likes our father because he is not only our best friend, he is our advisor, well-wisher, he cares for us, and sometimes what we don't share with our mama, we share with our papa, right? Yes, I know it because I did the same. Okay, now as you all love your father, how you share with your things, how you express your love, here a girl called Cordelia. A girl called Cordelia also loves her father a lot. And how she expresses her love towards her father, and how the father loves the girl, and how they get separated, and finally how they get united. That is all about the story. And you really enjoy each and every part of the story, children, because you remember your father when you are seeing the Cordelia. You imagine yourself in her, that much love she has towards her father. Okay, now please remember a few things, keywords that you need to remember in this lesson. Just if you remember these words, the story will be in your mind forever. During the exams, a quick glance, a quick look at this will really help you out a lot. Now, what are the main things that you have to remember in this story? Father and daughter relationship. The story talks about the father and the daughter relationship. Okay, and the main characters in this story are Goneril, Regan, the first daughter, the second daughter, and the third daughter Cordelia. And what is the king's name? King Lear. King Lear. We are not pronouncing our children. Please look at my pronunciation. King Lear. So King Lear has 3 daughters, Goneril, Regan and Cordelia. First daughter Goneril, second daughter Regan, third daughter Cordelia, and the name of the king is King Lear. Children, please keep in mind that whenever there is R after a vowel, we are not going to pronounce R. Okay, though you are in 4th class, you please follow this rule. Your English will be absolutely fine. Please open the door. We don't say door. Okay, after door we have a R. We have to drop that R. Please open the door. Okay, whenever we have after a vowel R, please drop it. I came in my car. We don't say car. Okay, I came in my car. Please open the door. King Lear. Okay, whenever after vowel A, E, I, O, U, you have R, you drop the pronunciation of R and stop it there. Please keep that in mind. Okay, so when somebody is asking you to explain the lesson, you should pronounce it correctly. Yes, then only your English is very good. Okay, now next. Now coming to the summary. Okay, what is there in the lesson? I know you are all very excited, right? After the introduction, you want to know what is there in the story. Right. Now let us go into the story in detail. The summary goes like this. Once there lived a king called King Lear in England. Okay, in England. He is the king of the kingdom England. very kind, and he ruled this kingdom of England for many years. And all the people liked him so much for his generosity. What is generosity? Kindness. So what happened? He was very happy. But what happened? He started becoming old. Right? He started becoming old. Now, if the king is becoming old, what is that he can do? He has no sons, right? So, to whom he has to give his kingdom, children? To daughters. Right? He has to pass on his kingdom to daughters because they have to rule the kingdom after him. So, he wanted to pass on the kingdom, but before that, he wanted to know how much his daughters love him. Okay, he wanted to know how much they love him. He wanted to find out. So, he thought that he should ask one question to them. So, he called all the 3 daughters. And he said, "My dear daughters, tell me how much you love me." He asked, "Tell me how much you love me." Then the first daughter and the second daughter, what are the names, children? Look at the board. Goneril and Regan. They came forward and they lied. They told a lie to the father. They did not tell the truth. They lied to the father. "Father, you are like my eyesight." Can anyone live without eyes? Yes, of course we can live. But it doesn't have any beauty of life, right? So, you are more than my eyesight, and I love you more than I love myself. You are everything to me, they told the father. King Leo was very happy. He understood how much his daughters loved him, and he felt very happy, and he called the third daughter, Cordelia. You know, generally, fathers have a lot of love towards the youngest one. It doesn't mean that elders you don't like, but because they are pampered a lot, they expect a lot from them. So likewise, our King Leo also wanted to know how much Cordelia loved him. He was expecting a lot from her, and he called Cordelia. "Cordelia, tell me how much you love me." Then you know what Cordelia said? She did not lie. She did not say any lie to the father. She was very honest. And she told that, "You are my father. You brought me up. You took care of me. I love you as a father. How much a daughter should love a father, that much love I have for you." Very simple and honest answer she gave to her father. She did not say like her sisters, "You are more than my eyesight. You are more than my heart." Okay. She just said, "As a daughter should love a father, that much I love you. That much I am responsible to serve you," she told. And you know, when these words were held by King Lear, was he happy? Do you think he was happy? Because he was expecting a lot from her, right? But she gave a simple answer. Okay, so he thought that Cordelia doesn't love me much. She did not say about eyesight. She did not say that I'm more than her. Okay, he was impressed by the lies told by first and second daughter. And when he got a very simple answer from the third daughter, he felt that she was only feeling that responsibility of a father. Only she likes me as a father, but she has not much love. And he thought that she could not express her love much. And what he did? "Cordelia, what is the answer you gave me? You are just feeling me as a responsibility as a father, but I did not find a quite satisfactory answer from you. Okay, and so I am going to disown you." He said, "I am going to disown." Disown. Disown means to reject. You are no more my daughter. You are not loving me that much. So how can you give my wealth, my kingdom to you? Okay, I am not going to give any wealth to you. And you are going to leave my kingdom right now. You go away from my kingdom, he told to Cordelia. Now Cordelia couldn't say anything. She was very honest and simple. She gave a straightforward answer, children. She did not lie. But she was not liked because she was very honest. Okay, so what happened? When this was happening in the court, there was the King of France. The King of France was there when Cordelia was asked to leave the kingdom. And the King of France liked the simplicity and honesty of Cordelia. Okay, and he thought that he should marry her. He went to her and he asked her, "You are very honest, you are very simple. So will you marry me?" Then she agreed. She married the king of, which king, children? France. she married the King of France and she left along with him to France. And now, coming back to our King Lear, he has passed on his kingdom to his two daughters who liked to him, Goneril and Regan. And now he thought that he should live for some days with his daughters. He wanted to see how much his daughters love him. So he went to Goneril. When he went to Goneril, he understood that she just told a lie to him and she did not have any love and affection towards him. She only wanted his kingdom. He understood it later. And he felt very sorry for his decision. He took a wrong decision, right? Is it a correct decision, children? No. Okay, so what did he do? He went to the second daughter. He went to Regan. When he went to Regan, he found there also that she was also very cruel and very selfish. Cruel means unkind, not kind. She was very cruel, very selfish. And she did not take care of her father too. Then he realized his mistake. He understood his mistake and he started thinking about his third daughter, Cordelia. Then, meanwhile, Cordelia also was thinking about her father because she knew about her sisters. She already knew about her sisters. So she was worrying how they are taking care of my father. And she wanted to see him. But, you know, at that time, at that period, there was the war between England and France. Both countries were enemy countries, children. So, Cordelia was not allowed to go to England. So what she did, you know? What she wanted to do, she thought of a plan. She collected the army and she wanted to attack England. She wanted to attack France, wanted to attack England so that she can save her father and bring back to her country. And the war took place, but unfortunately, unluckily, France lost. France lost the war. France was defeated. Okay. And Cordelia, the Queen of France, once defeated means what they will do, children? They will take them to prison, right? King and Queen will be put in the prison. So Cordelia was taken to England as a prisoner. Prison means what? Jail. She was kept in a jail. Okay. So she was taken and she was kept in the prison. And you know what happened there, children? Can you expect? No. I know it's like, if you go through the story, you can tell. Let me tell it for you. So in the prison, Cordelia found her father, King Lear. The daughters have put the old king in a prison. Instead of taking care of him, they took his kingdom and put him in prison. And both the daughter and father found each other in the prison. And they were very happy after looking at each other. And that was a very happy unition of the daughter and the father. So this is how the story ended. So here, what is that we have to understand, children? Yes, any pain will have a happy ending. Any pain will have a happy ending. If you take the struggle, you will bear the fruit. Okay, she was honest, but at the last what happened? Father realized the love of Cordelia, how honest she is, and both of them were united. And she found a true place in his heart. Right? Now, I want you to go through the graphical presentation of the story. A video is coming up for you. Please go through it. I am here to ask few questions about it. Please look at the video, children.
A Daughter's Love, a graphic adaptation of King Lear by William Shakespeare. Many, many years ago, there was a king in England called Lear. He was a wise and generous king who had ruled over his kingdom for many years, but he was becoming old. He felt it was time to pass on his kingdom to his daughters. One day, King Lear decided to ask his 3 daughters a question. The 2 eldest daughters, Goneril and Regan, lied to their father.
Well, dears, tell me how much you love me.
Sir, you are dearer to me than my eyesight or life. No child has ever loved her father more than I love you. I am the happiest when I am able to serve you.
Cordelia was Lear's youngest daughter. Now it was her turn to express her love for her father.
What can you say to deserve your share of the kingdom, Cordelia?
I love you as I should, neither more nor less.
You better mend that speech, Cordelia, or you may lose your fortune.
My lord, you are my father. You have cared for me, fed me, and loved me. Thus, I obey you, love you, and greatly honor you.
King Lear found it hard to believe that Cordelia had really only felt a sense of duty towards him. He had thought that she loved him greatly.
If this is the truth, then you will get nothing from me. You are no longer a daughter of mine. I will divide your share of the kingdom between Goneril and Regan. I disown you.
The King of France was in the court when Cordelia was asked to leave. He thought of her as simple and honest, and hence wished to marry her. Cordelia agreed, and they leave for France.
I hope my sisters take good care of my old father. I'm really worried about his health.
King Lear decided to stay with his eldest daughter. He soon found out that Goneril was only after his kingdom. She did not take care of him. Soon, King Lear realized that his second daughter was equally cruel and selfish.
I would rather beg on the streets than be disrespected by my daughters. Oh, how I miss Cordelia today.
Meanwhile, Cordelia was worried about her father's health. England and France were at war with each other at that time. As she was the Queen of France, she could not enter England anymore. Thus, she decided to attack England and rescue her father. However, the French army is defeated by the English and she is imprisoned. Cordelia is surprised to meet her father there.
Don't laugh at me, young lady. Perhaps I am being foolish. But you look like my daughter Cordelia.
Cordelia and Lear are overjoyed to meet each other after such a long time.
Yes, father, I am your Cordelia. I have been looking all over for you. Finally, I have found you. Father, I will never let you go.
Forgive me, my child, for I am old and foolish. I have caused you a lot of pain.
Welcome back, children. Hope you enjoyed the video, right? Yes, I know, your faces are glowing. You must have really enjoyed the story because it's daughter's love. Don't take that it's not son's love, okay? Every student is equal. I know every boy also likes a father. Every daughter also likes their father. Okay, but according to the lesson, it's daughter's love. And you might have enjoyed how Cordelia loved her father and how they are united at the end. And you also understood how the both first and the second daughter lied to the father, right? Is it good to lie, children? Should we lie to someone? No, we should be honest. Honesty only pays back in the end. Okay, now let me ask few quick questions to understand whether you have gone through the lesson and whether everything is clear to you or not. Now tell me, was Cordelia good at expressing her love towards her father? Yes, she has expressed her love, but she could not impress her father because Goneril and Regan tried to impress her father by saying lot many lies. But Cordelia gave a simple answer that she loved her father as a daughter should love her father. And do you think that the King Lear has understood at the last that who truly loved him? Yes, you are right. So King Lear at the end understood that it is Cordelia who loved him truly, and he also understood how honest she was in expressing her love. Okay, so we all should always speak truth. Though we try impressing someone, try telling lies at the beginning, at the end everyone will understand what you lied. Because your actions speak out what you are saying. You can hide your words, but you cannot hide your actions. They speak out. Your actions will speak out whether you are lying or whether you are true. Fine? So all of you are going to say true things from today. No lies at all. No need to impress anyone. Be true to yourself, and you see how Cordelia has proved herself at the end by expressing her true love and how the father has understood it. Okay, though the Goneril and the Regan tried a lot, but who won at the end, children? It is Cordelia who won the heart of the father at the end. Good. Have a fantastic day. Now, let us go on with the meanings and antonyms of the lesson. Then we will conclude the session. Okay, children? Now, there are few meanings I wrote in this. Okay, already one or two meanings that are there in your textbook are given at the bottom as a footnotes, right? But there are few words which you need to learn apart from that. Now let us have a quick glance at those words, right? Wise. What is wise? The King Lear was a wise man. The textbook said. Wise means having good knowledge about everything. Having good knowledge and experience. Having good knowledge and experience is a wise man. Generous, kind, being kind. Rescue. This is a new word to you children altogether. You might have never heard this. Okay. Rescue. Rescue someone means to save. To save someone. Generally, when earthquake comes, what the government will do? Earthquake, floods. This is all we see, right? The government will try to rescue. Rescue means to save. To save someone. Next, express. Express means to convey a feeling. To convey feeling. Please express your opinion freely, we say. Express means not the express train or something, right? Here, it is not noun. Okay, it's a feeling, it's an abstract noun here. Okay, don't think about the trains, the material nouns. Express is to convey, it is an idea, it's a feeling. Next, realized. Realize means to understand. To understand. So at the end, King Lear realized, we said. Realized means he understood who truly loved him. So please go through these meanings, children. And I want you to learn some antonyms also. Children, please look at the board. Please have a quick glance. Meanings can also be called as synonyms. Synonyms. Okay. And opposites, what we have learned till now, till class 3, can also be called as antonyms. Synonyms having the similar meaning. Antonyms having the opposite meaning. That's why I have written here, mentioned two names for you children. Meanings also can be called as synonyms. Opposites also can be called as antonyms. Now, let us go to the antonyms that are there in your lesson. King Lear was a wise man. What is the opposite of wise? Foolish. He was wise in ruling the kingdom, but he was foolish in understanding the love of daughters. Okay, generous. What is the meaning I told you? Kind. Here, selfish, cruel. Okay, not being kind, thinking that everything, I want everything. That is a cruelty. Generous, selfish. Respect, disrespect. Disrespect what is given in the textbook, children. Respect opposite is disrespect. Not showing respect towards somebody is disrespect. Next, see here children. Generally, we write unexpected. Because we are habituated to learn knowingly, unknowingly. Okay, we write UN at the beginning. But this is a new word to you. Respect, disrespect is given to you. Wantedly this word is given to you in textbook. The father was disrespected by his daughters. So what is this is a disrespect. And what is the correct word? Respect. Opposite of respect is disrespect. Next, own. Own means having our own. What is the opposite? Disown, to reject. He rejected his daughter. If you go through your lesson, if you have seen the graphical presentation children, there disown, disrespect, wantedly antonyms are given to you. So, respect and own are the words, root words for which you have antonyms are being mentioned in the lesson if you go through. Then, cruel, kind. Okay, so please go through these antonyms children. They are very important. Meanings, antonyms are really very important. Please make a note if possible in your books. And please once again go through the lesson. Thank you. Have a fantastic day once again.